Alrighty, just give me a second to post, and then we'll jump in the game. Okay, so as you can probably tell, since I'm not in a multiplayer lobby, it's just going to be me tonight. I had difficulty getting enough people together. 3 people had to say not going to make it, something's come up, and there were 3 other people that offered to come in and play. However, out of all of that, I think only one of them could have had a mic, and that was a maybe, depending on what was going on in their household. So I do appreciate everybody who offered to join me tonight to play the multiplayer. I apologize for bailing out on that. However, I don't really think it would how do I word this? The premise is not necessarily to just play multiplayer, but be talking to myself the whole time. I was hoping that we'd be able to get some people in there to have some back and forth banter and talk to each other, and it would be a more fun upload, kind of like last week there. So I do apologize if anybody is kind of let down by missing out on that. It is a little unfortunate, but I did say I was going to stream tonight, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to get things... Oh, wrong damn app. Just had to get things going, post on the Twitter, post on the Discord and all that jazz. Speaking of which, those of you who watch this on YouTube at a future time, which will probably be like the Saturday, or maybe the Sunday, once this is public, my name is Mobius Y. If you would like to see more Stellaris Console Edition content, subscribe to the channel. I upload at least one video every week, since I stream this at least once a week. Check out the playlists, and don't forget to take a look at the links in the description below. My Twitch channel, which I streamed this off of, my Twitter feed, which is a great way to keep in touch with me and stay tuned for any big announcements, as well as news if I have to cancel or postpone a stream. And as previously mentioned, the Discord channel, if you want to come be a part of that. There's about 60 members. It's a pretty quiet place. You're not going to get flooded with alerts by joining there, but it's a nice place to come in and chat with other Stellaris Console Edition players. We have people from Xbox and PS4, so it's a good way to meet other players and ask questions. Ask questions, bounce ideas off of each other, or set up for multiplayer games. Like I said, we have people from both Xbox One and PS4, so do check that out at a future time. Those of you currently watching live on Twitch, hope you're having a good Friday evening. Snap, Crackle, Glock, I see you there, buddy. Good to see you, man. Like I said, I do apologize for not doing the multiplayer thing tonight. Okay, so we adopted spiritualism at the end of the last little bit here. So if you couldn't tell, this little bit is going to be, we're going to do the next little bit of the Blorg commonality. I'm only going to stream for 2 hours tonight. I did start early, so I will be finishing early. What are you doing? Where's this colony ship going? Colonizing Mernaz 3. Where is that? I don't know. Let's keep an eye on that colony ship. Anyways, so near the end of last stream, we shifted our ethics towards spiritualism. We are no longer fanatic xenophiles. We're just xenophile now. And with adopting spiritualism, we can take the mind over matter ascension perk after completing the Psionic Theory tech, which I believe we were working on. Yes, there's 25 months left. So the whole purpose behind adopting spiritualism was to give us access to the Psionic Theory technology, and upon unlocking that, we will have instant access to the mind over matter ascension perk, allowing us to continue down the mind over matter, or I should say Psionic Ascension Path. So it's been an interesting week. This Friday, my Friday myself was, oh boy, the opposite of fun. Investigate Gaimal aliens. Okay, so these. That's okay. So that's an empire we haven't encountered yet. All right. Okay, there we go. Love is friendship set to music, Wasigans. As fellow star explorers, we salute you. Our sacred arms shall not waver. Okay, they are xenophobic and fanatic authoritarian, so highly unlikely that they will be friends. Oh, they're way down here. Alright, so what are we looking at? Long-term Psionic Ascension, that's definitely going to be a thing. We want to replace these hydroponics farms on Blorg with probably science labs. We can start working towards that once we have enough power plants on Mufrid Power, which we're getting a fair bit. We have 11.
System survey complete.
How is it that I cannot... Oh, I don't have the money. That's right. Udlorens secured. We are doing the alien specimen procurement chain, so that's cool. Somebody closed their borders. Oh yeah, these guys did. Okay, what do we got? Blorg has finished its construction queue. That's all done. We still don't have a single art monument, do we? Yeah, we don't necessarily have enough mineral income to really worry about that just yet, I don't think. Federation and Association offer. Okay. So we have some pops that I think have migrated here. We're going to go ahead and build up some mining networks, get some more minerals coming in. There we go. We'll just upgrade those to grade 2s, and then we will build the next one here on this tile where this pop is growing. Okay, what did we finish? Applied quantum physics. Beautiful. Okay, so what can we get next? Disruptors would be okay because that would give us access to proton and neutron torpedoes pretty quickly. We could use barrier point defense, upgraded point defense. Not really concerned about space-time theory just yet because I don't want to sink the minerals into top-level physics labs just yet. The other thing we want to do is reform our civics. What were we going to do? I cannot remember. Let's see. You know what? We could take off the free haven and give ourselves... You know, I'm kind of thinking, because we're an oligarchy, we can do corporate dominion, which would be great for the increase in energy generation. But we could also do mining guilds, which isn't too bad. That gives us more minerals. Doesn't really sound like a bad choice, really. Alright, so let's upgrade to a planetary administration on this world. There's no other tiles generating science, which really sucks. That's fine.
System survey complete.
Something else to consider, and it'd be nice if I could get some feedback on what other people would like to see or think I should do, but, ooh, anomaly? Hell yes.
System survey complete.
Additional ascension perks. Sorry, I'm wiping my nose. I don't want to be sneezing a whole bunch. Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, thinking out loud. Should we go for, like, habitats or something? Or, you know, what should we do? Abandoned amusement park. Ooh, neato. Decent amount of science generated right there. Okay. So we'll do another mining network here. I think for the next building, we'll put the mineral silo down here on this tile with the one thing of physics science. So we'll do mineral silo and then these two mining networks here and these two tiles, which will get an adjacency bonus from both the planetary capital and the mineral silo. Who do we have in the
system
viewing now? Still telling me it's only Snap Crackle Glock. Interesting. The science is done. Okay, so we've upgraded that. Can we get the heritage site? We're lacking 73. Let's wait so that we can get that.
Research complete.
What did we finish? Ooh, Psionic Theory is done. Beautiful. Ooh, Galactic Stock Exchange for the Galactic Markets. This is an Empire unique building. I have a feeling, I think it can only be built on the home world.
System survey.
Now the other thing, now that we're partially spiritualist, we should also be able to build temples, which I'm a little adamant to do, but I think we're going to do it anyways because they produce additional unity. Right there. Excuse me. It's been extremely cold all week, and I haven't had much problems in terms of, like, my sinuses and whatnot for the whole week. And it's not until I got home this afternoon. I was off work a little early, but it wasn't until I got home this afternoon all of a sudden
Construction complete.
It's like I have allergies, and it's frustrating. It always kicks in right around when I want to be streaming. Okay, do we have a... Yes, we have a heritage site there, so that's good. Okay, Mufrid Power. I just want to make sure that we're upgrading our... what's it called? Our monuments. Okay, I could build 2 more power plants there, too. Tar Black secured. Very good. Okay. I think next up I'll do a temple on this world. There we go. Don't need to worry about food for a little bit, which is fine. Blorg. Could probably do a temple there as well. Bashpad mining, we're all done. This guy will be fully grown in the next month. We can queue up a mineral silo.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
Actually, you know what? We could do a temple here as well. My problem with building the temple is it increases spiritualist ethics attraction. Active sensor link. Let's decline that because reasons.
Research complete.
I'm not a fan of generating ethics attraction towards an ethic that, you know, for all intents and purposes, we're probably not going to keep. 0 point power. Hell yes, need that. And we're finishing fortresses in 39 months, so that's good. This is going to be really slow going, so you know what? We need to enact some edicts. There we go. How much did that cut down? Oh, it cut down quite a bit, but it's still a ridiculously long time before we finish 0-point power, so gonna have to do something about that. Psionic science. All right, let's upgrade this. Physics lab. And then next up, we'll put the temple down.
Construction complete.
Right here. Okay. Bash patent mining, you're done. You have a temple. Okay, good. So we'll leave that alone for a little bit. Kind of puts a halt on our mineral generation for a little while here. We could use a temple here on Mufrid Power. Where can we put it? You know what? We could put it right here because this is 2 food and we're not really worried about food generation. We'll leave that pop there. This guy, where do I want to put him? Yeah, let's just put him down here in the bottom and we can queue up a power plant. Bort Chief Foods, got a temple with a growing pop, that's fine. Blorg, what can we do on Blorg? Empire Capital Complex, right.
System survey complete.
Still a little bit of ways before we can reform our government. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards that. Functional architecture actually might not be too bad either, reducing the cost of our buildings. Even though personally I don't think this is a very good civic overall, but because we've spread out fairly quickly, fairly early, I don't think it would be a terrible pick. Given our current situation, that is, not in general. I think just because of the situation we're currently in. And that's it. We could get a planetary capital on Mufrid Power as well. Yeah, we just got so much stuff that needs minerals, and we're not bringing in very much. How quickly are you growing anyways? 1.46 per month, that's not too bad.
Construction complete.
Construction complete. Okay, we're done the physics lab. Let's go ahead and do another science lab here. That leaves Mufrid Power. We'll upgrade this power plant. And I totally forgot. Now that this thing's done, we could take Mind over Matter. Are you sure you want to select Mind over Matter? Yes. Mind over Matter. Since the dawn of our civilization, tales have flourished of mighty sorcerers wielding powers that can only be described as supernatural in nature. Right. These rare Blorg could supposedly invade the minds of their fellows, lift heavy objects with merely a thought, or perform any number of other magical feats. Until recently, these stories were just that, stories. Now, however, our scientists have finally obtained conclusive evidence that proves the psionic potential inherent in certain Blorg individuals. Although only a very small minority of our species as a whole seems to be gifted with psionic powers, their numbers relative to the total population have grown steadily over just the last few centuries. Whether this is due to some kind of sudden evolutionary growth spurt, or because something has triggered latent psionic abilities that were always present in our genetic code, scientists cannot say. So this modifies pops in the Blorg commonality by having the latent psionic trait, and some of our leaders will get it, which is a pretty nice trait for leaders. We'll take a look in just a second. And this allows constructing the Psi Core building, which reduces unrest throughout the Empire, and it allows us to recruit psionic armies. A glimpse, perhaps, of the future that awaits us. So that is the first step in the Psionic Ascension Path. Get our next tradition. Diplomacy. Let's what should we do? What should we do? Fungoid secured. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and start with the Federation. What did we finish here? Muford Power. Okay, let's upgrade that power plant. And we can start just chilling and waiting for some minerals to roll in. Okay, we have enough influence to reform our government. Let's get rid of Free Haven. Don't care. Screw you. Go away. And we'll take both Corporate Dominion, which increases energy generation throughout the Empire by 10%, and Mining Guilds, which increases Empire minerals production by 10%. Nothing super special fancy there. Decent improvements all around. Let's get another physics lab. Really need to try and lower the... Well, not really lower the cost, but increase the speed at which we will unlock 0-point power. So we'll put another basic science lab down here. What do we got? These guys want a migration treaty. Oh no, there already is one. Okay, cool. And then up here, let's put this guy on this tile. Power plant.
System survey complete.
That pop's still only about half grown. Wait, what are you doing? Why are you just chilling? We were going to get you to do something, weren't we? I can't remember what it was, though. Oh, yeah, here we go. We had a meticulous scientist. He's perfect for exploring the galaxy because increased chance of discovering anomalies. I love it. Now, the big reason why I want to get our minerals up is so that we can build a decent fleet to go in here, take over the Eglor system. That should be an okay supply of minerals from there. What do we got? Destroyer. There is point defense plus blue lasers. Okay, we're cool there. Just change these out. Improved deflectors.
Construction complete.
There we go. Can we do, are there anything else? Do we have computers? Yes. Whoa! We got the Ether Drake. That's awesome. Thrusters, ship-mounted galactics, galactic gravitic. Okay, we'll save that destroyer design. We'll throw the combat computer on this guy as well. We're gonna have to take off the other small deflector to throw on more power. All right, we'll save that design now. What do we got for the cruiser? What can we do here? Thrusters, gravitic sensors. Can we... That's an interesting looking front. I like that one though. Let's see. We could do a hangar core. That wouldn't be too bad. Let's do a basic fighter wing. 2 things of point defense. And Mo lasers. Do. Actually, we could just throw on a boatload of deflectors. There we go. A hopefully moderately tanky early cruiser design. Alrighty then. I think that's about all we can do for now. Where's this? Oh, okay. Right there in Chim Coalition space. So there's really no way that we'd be able to get control of the Dragon's Horde. We could, if we still take out this Ether Drake, we could get the Leviathan trophy from it. That'd be pretty cool. This science ship is about to get vaporized. Want to see? Here it comes. Oop.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Special project complete.
Orinthi secured. Beautiful. And there we go. So we get 500 society research, 500 energy, 40 influence, which is pretty nice, getting that back up after reforming our government fairly quickly, and 748 unity. Not too bad. Not amazing, but, you know, not too bad. Okay, let's take a look at which planets we could really use a planetary capital on. Actually, I should upgrade these physics labs. But we should still have enough. Maybe. Nope, definitely not. It's 550. Holy crap. Okay. Upgrade that power plant. How are we doing at bash pad mining? This guy's taking a while. Let's just go ahead and build up that mineral silo now.
Complete.
Perhaps I should just do the mineral silo and then plop the 2 mining networks down and then move some current pops onto those tiles. I think that would be better, actually. Yeah. Well, let's see. We're generating 33 minerals right now.
Construction complete.
So by doing all this stuff, we'll see how much output we have. Compared to what we have now. We should have a temple everywhere. I hope we do. Yep, there's one. I built that one. Blorg. Do you have a temple on Blorg? I don't think we did one here. So let's throw down the temple.
Construction complete.
And the strict reason I'm building these temples is to increase our unity output.
System survey
Literally it.
complete.
Okay, so that is constructed. Good. Leave that alone for a little bit. Muford Power, you have a temple. Bashpat Mining, I know you have a temple. And the Science World has a temple. Okay, so we're good. 27 months for the next tradition. We'll probably do Federal Unity. I wonder. These guys don't like us. How about these guys? Alari Galactic Consensus. Why don't these guys like us?
System survey complete.
Alright, what do we got going on here? Independence guaranteed. Alright. Okay, so this science ship that's now back in the home system.
Research complete.
Please continue
System
auto
survey
exploration.
complete.
This was the ship that probably... I think this one finished all the specimen gathering, so we need to send them out and about. There's the fortresses. Perfect. And battleships just popped up too. Beautiful. Can we get a Voidcraft specialist? Could really use one. Nope. Sentient AI... Or, sorry, custom AI assistant was available, though. That wouldn't be a terrible pick for a scientist. Alright. How much longer for 0-point power? 115 months, so... Seems like we're chopping down the slowness of that technology getting completed. Alright, so let's go ahead and move... Let's see. 5.5, 5,
complete.
5. So let's move these two. And now we're generating 27 minerals. Hopefully that changes once these new mining networks are completed. We've got Blorg has finished its construction queue. Okay, we got the temple there. Upgrade that to physics labs as well, please. And need to... I can't do the Galactic Stock Exchange yet because we don't have the technology. I should probably plop down some... What the hell? How is it I'm suddenly losing so much food? Interesting. Alright, well, let's hydroponics farm that bad boy. And then we'll do an orbital... Oh, I can't. I don't think I have the technology, do I? Obviously I do not. What do we got? These guys joined the favorable alliance. Let's give these guys a bunch of shite. Here, have a crap load of energy for no reason. That's a little bit too much.
Complete.
Okay, that's way too little. Let's give them 1,500. That's 1,600. Sure, we'll do that. And then how about my star charts? Oh, you don't need those. Okay, fine. Screw you. How about a research agreement? We'll do it for 15 years. There you go. A fine gift, Blorg. You have our thanks. Whoops. Ashpad mining. Okay, now we can get the planetary capital here. Let's do that. And 30 minerals. Okay, so we're generating less minerals than we were previously. That sucks.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Good job, Moby. The plan failed. You suck at planning. Alright, I'm going to change our policy. Food stockpiling, I'm going to change it to large now. So we are going to completely lose the growth bonus from food. I mean, that's whatever. We're going to lose a whole bunch of food generation. Or what was I going to say? I'm wording that totally wrong. And then we're going to lose it for a while already anyways. Okay, obviously I need to start upgrading these hydroponics farms. Do we have... Oh, yep, hello. Governor Tsubasa Yamamoto. Wow. Comet sighted. It is a good omen. 40 points in Unity. Not bad. All right, infrastructure projects. Scientist revealed as psychic. While it is rare for psionic powers to manifest after adolescence, it is not unheard of. Scientist Arthur Armstrong has recently been displaying abilities that were suspected to be psionic in nature. After undergoing a thorough ESP test, he has been identified as a Class 4 psionic talent. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and queue up some hydroponics farm upgrades, baby. Desperately needed. Which guy was that? There we go. So psychic. Because he's a scientist, he's got plus 10% research speed and plus 25% survey speed. Now this guy, these are admirals. Psychic evasion plus 15%. Not too bad. And then I think on generals, it's increased morale for your armies, and with governors it's reduced unrest. So nothing major. It's a way better trait on scientists, which the crazy thing is that it's actually a better trait than cyborgs. Psychic scientists actually have better bonuses than cyborgs. Cyborgs have the really long leader lifespan, true, but the overall bonus to research speed is actually a little bit higher with the psychic bonus. Pretty neat. Just 1 second here. Ugh, sorry about that. Okay, let's do it is a deal, yes. Continue being patron of the arts, please and thank you. We should also get the curator insight, shouldn't we? Yes. Do we have curators? Yes, curator Sigmas. Aid us in our research, please. Bloop. Thank you. Beautiful.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
Alright, 2 more months and then we can upgrade one more hydroponics farm, and that should solve our food problems once they are all fully upgraded. Can't believe it's been half an hour already.
Research complete.
All right, we got a new tradition. Let's take federal unity. That will increase a little bit our unity generation a little bit by every member of our federation. Hopefully, we get into a federation. Okay, so there's the telepathy option, which we get from picking mind over matter. However, is there something else? Gene tailoring would be pretty neat. We'd be able to add. We get one more trait point for our pops, so we'd be able to tailor out the repugnant trait. We have some interesting picks here. All that getting telepathy really does is we get to do the psionic army. Which I don't really care for. Environmental adaptation as well. Tough choice. Let's get gene tailoring. Every little improvement we make is speeding up how quickly we get 0-point power, which is good. Looks like either way we're going to get battleships done beforehand, and that's fine. Because I probably still need to complete at least one more tier 10, excuse me, at least one more tier 4 tech before mega engineering will show up. Remember, you need 10 tier 4 techs, and seeing as how fortresses and battleships is 2 of them, technically you need 8.
System survey.
Alright, I'd love to get a hypercoms forum on Bash Patent Mining. You know, I really should have gone with the Harmony tradition tree, if I'm being totally honest. So I could put down paradise domes everywhere. That would help with our food production throughout the Empire and increase happiness on the planets they are on, further increasing their production.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
Alright, sorry about that. Let's take a look at our factions. Okay, people in paradise. Settling on a Gaia world will please them. Settling on a tomb world they would dislike. What do we got here? Space amoeba? Delicious space amoeba. Over here again. Okay. And this is where the ether drake is, isn't it? Yes. We could get the damage bonus for the ether drake by paying the curators 5,000 energy credits. So we'll probably work towards saving up for that at some point because, like I said, it would be nice to take it down. Precursor discovery. Ooh. What do we got going on here? We could probably take the science ship that is assisting research on Blorg. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, let's get this guy doing it.
System survey complete.
Alright, let's upgrade this Hypercomms forum. Yes, please. We should get a Frontier Hospital here as well to increase growth speed. This will also produce another point of unity, which we could really use. Not that we're doing terribly on Unity. I mean, 45 months for the next tradition, so probably about 50, low 50 something after we took the Federal Unity tradition. That's not too bad. Definitely could be worse. But yeah, we really want to up the growth speed here on Bashpad mining. Get some more pops on these mines. Need to up our minerals. That is our biggest stumbling block right now. Looks like we've upgraded enough hydroponics farms. Our food has stabilized. But I'll still need to upgrade more because there's 2 hydroponics farms on Blorg that are actually producing a decent amount of food for the Empire. Oh yeah, we want a mineral processing plant 2 as well. Voltom mining base, beautiful. Alright, Mr. Guy who did this, you are going to research that project in the system. And then you are going to fly back to Blorg. And assist research again. Very good, very nice. Alright, 2 more months and then we can upgrade the mineral processing plant.
System survey complete.
There we go. Hypercomms forum. That always produces a decent amount of additional unity. See, I'm wondering if I screwed up there by reforming our government the way I did. You know, what I probably should have done is change our government to... Oh no, we have to be egalitarian for that, right? Couldn't do Beacon of Liberty, never mind. Okay, so all the hydroponics farms are upgraded on Borchi Foods now. We're only generating +1 food. Ugh, so I have to keep these farms for a while then. That really sucks. Alright, well, in the meantime, we will replace this for a basic science lab. How many engineering facilities do I have here? 1. We're producing 18 engineering, so I've got a... Oh, there's 2, 3, okay. We've got 2 biolabs. 3 physics labs. Alright. 62 months for 0-point power, so that's still about 5 years. Interesting find. Beautiful. 1 more Voltom artifact. So we just need 1 more to locate the Voltom homeworld.
System survey complete.
Excuse me. You know what? The other thing too is we should build the Galactic Stock Exchange. Requires a habitat administration, so we could build that on a habitat. Very interesting. But we need the Empire Capital Complex.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
What the WoW aliens? These must be pirates. Whoa, what? Shh. Sorry about that. I forgot my alarm was still on. Let's I'm gonna double check that really quick here. Is it on snooze? Yes. Shut off. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we got new aliens that we've encountered. Lovely. Why is there no project to talk to them? Oh, that's because it's the nomads.
System survey complete.
Okay, I could do a couple more science labs on this world. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, research agreement over, that's fine. I can upgrade this science lab. Physics labs 2. Beautiful. Alright, I gotta reopen the Twitch app.
System survey complete.
Okay, sorry about that. I have an idea. I think we're going to turn Mufrid Power into our capital world so that we can put the Empire Galactic Stock Exchange on it. Excuse me.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Okay, we're back. What do we got here? We're at +4 food now. What would upgrading this do? And it would increase the adjacency bonus. But that's not really the one we want to upgrade, is it? I don't think so. We'll just leave that alone for now. Gotta wait for pops to grow on these tiles, so we're gonna upgrade the mineral silo for now. But let's take a look at some other worlds that could use an upgraded frontier outpost or maybe a planetary capital. Oh yeah, this planet could use a planetary capital. There we go.
Construction complete.
Okay, let's, we've got a bunch of physics labs. We could use a bio lab and an engineering facility on this world. I'll start with the bio lab on this tile. I'm not going to upgrade the other one until we get a fully grown pop on it.
Construction complete.
There we go. Okay, bash patent mining. We can upgrade the mineral silo once more. Not that it really does anything. It just gives us higher mineral storage capacity. But that's not necessarily a bad thing.
System survey complete.
As soon as I queue this up, I'm going to go dump a bunch of energy into the trader enclave so that we can get a bunch of minerals. Because our energy is actually pretty okay. Not that we're generating a lot, it's just we're not using any. Oops, hang on. Where is he? This one. Reagan Commerce Exchange. Let's do this guy. And we're going to do 1, 2. Give us 2,000 minerals, please. Thank you very much. We need a planetary capital here. And then we'll slap a hydroponics farm down there. Mufrid Power. You are already building that, so we're kosher.
Construction complete.
Need to wait for that to
System
finish.
survey complete.
And this I cannot upgrade until I get a planetary capital. Okay, that's
Research
fine. Let's do an
complete.
engineering facility here. What do we got? Gene tailoring done. Cool. Let's go ahead and salvage that. 500 minerals, something I could really use right now. Yeah, let's do telepathy now. We'll do telepathy now. Get that done with. 0 point power, down in less than 30 months, finally. It's actually going to finish before battleships now. Beautiful.
Construction complete.
Excuse me. Okay, bash pad mining. We're done there. Now what? Oh, we got some rivalries kicking up. That's fantastic. No sarcasm there. And those guys just declared rivalries to each other. Beautiful.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Okay. Can't upgrade that yet. Need a planetary capital. Alright, first things first, we want the hypercoms forum here. And then we will also upgrade to the Frontier Hospital, excuse me. Getting quite a lot of power from just these two tiles alone, though. It's pretty awesome. So the Energy Nexus will come in handy. As will the Galactic Stock Exchange, of course. Xenophilic within the Cinemantis Enlightened Kingdom. They're embracing xenophilia. Interesting.
System survey complete. System survey complete. Construction complete.
There we go. Hypercoms Forum, Frontier Hospital, Energy Nexus. And then I think we'll be safe from there to go ahead, start building power plants on this tile where this next pop is growing. We got some migration treaties. Neato. We also need a Hypercoms Forum here and a Frontier Hospital. Let's cancel this hydroponics farm so that we get that Hypercoms and Frontier Hospital sooner. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and disable physics research grants, I think. Nah, you know what? I'll leave it for now. As soon as 0 point power is done, we'll disable it, though, so that we're not hindering development of these the society and engineering branches. We're reducing the research speed by 10% with that, but that's fine. We really needed that 0 point power completed as quickly as possible, which we've done, so we're good. We're in good shape. And our next tradition pick, beautiful. Let's take Entente Coordination. Screw it. Looking forward to getting dynamic ecomorphism. I should have taken that first. Let's start doing some gene tailoring, shall we? We have 1 gene point remaining. Let's take off the repugnant. Select all. Modify. 37 months. Oh. That's okay. We gave them monthly food. They traded nothing. Okay, so we got that food back. That was handy. That'll help out with our overall production. We can get rid of one of these hydroponics farms now, finally. Let's get rid of the smaller one. Alright. Coming up on an hour here, so I'll play for another hour and then call it a night. Oh, just one moment.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Okay, I do apologize for repeatedly muting the mic. I hate the sound it makes in the recordings when I keep doing that, but
Construction complete.
I figure nobody really wants to hear my obnoxious sniffling. Alright, Blorg, you're done, so let's go ahead and do another engineering facility here. Oh, Empire Capital Complex we can build, but we don't want to do it there. They just want to
System survey complete.
give us energy. Alright, I'll take it, but you know what I'm going to do with it? We're going to go to the Rigger Commerce Exchange and trade it for 1,000 minerals. Beautiful.
System survey complete.
So here's something we could do. Move capital. It will cost 250 influence. Boop. Done. And once this power plant's done, we'll upgrade it to a grade 2 power plant, and then we will upgrade to an Empire Capital Complex and plop down the Galactic Stock Exchange somewhere. Probably right beneath the, right on that tile there, almost right beneath the Energy Nexus. Okay, so Borchi Foods is pretty much fully developed by now. Even more so once this pop finishes growing on it, which will be awesome. So let's take a look-see here. Let's go to people, go to species, latent psionic. This species has latent psionic abilities which are dormant in most of its members. Although quite rare, these powers will manifest in some leaders. So the trait itself doesn't do anything for you by default. It's not until you complete Transcendence and then they get the psychic trait. All your pops get psychic. Or is it psychic or psionic? I can't remember. We'll find out.
Research complete.
What research did we finish? Let's take a look. See research. Oops. What am I doing? 0 point power done. Okay, good. We could get the Research Institute. That's fantastic. Yeah, again, will be another Empire unique building. But you know what? Let's get some proton torpedoes. Because reasons. And let's go to Society Edicts. Let's do Society Research Grants to increase the speed of that modifying the Blorg takes. Complete. Now it's done in 13 months as opposed to 30.
System survey complete.
Which is fantastic. Okay, need a planetary capital on this world, don't we? But we don't have 10 pops yet. So let's go ahead. I'm going to move this guy down here. We'll build a science lab. I'll upgrade it once it's done. Blorg has finished its construction queue. Alright, so we'll leave the rest alone because I still need this hydroponics farm. Seems like our pops finish growing on every new colony, like at the same time, and then our food just takes a slight nosedive. Pretty crazy. I'll almost need I will almost need a second planet just for food. Okay, so we got a cruiser focus trait on our leader, Ashley Easterbrook. Let's go ahead and upgrade our spaceports. Can't believe I haven't done this.
Research complete.
Ooh. Got a bunch of spaceport upgrades there. Battleships is done. Lovely. Oh, man. Ooh. Let's do...
Incoming transmission.
Let's do standardized cruiser. You know what? Let's do superfluid material. No, that's going to take way too long. Never mind. Standardized battleship patterns. 46 months for that. Not too bad. Then we'll upgrade this into another engineering facility. What do we got? Star charts? No. I'll give them to you, though. Offer trade deal. Information. Take my star charts. Here you go. Also, I'd like to ask for association status. This will increase their trust of us by 0.79 each month up to a maximum of 100, which is cool. And if we are Federation associates, we look forward to having the Blorg commonality work with the favorable alliance. Beautiful. So this should build trust with everybody in the Federation. Yeah, see, even these guys like us a bit more now. And it's building trust with them, so it's increasing the... opinion that they all have towards us. So we're in a pretty good spot. Nobody's really gonna mess with us. We're kind of vulnerable still because we have like a non-existent military pretty much. But I think we'll be okay. Yeah. Lacking minerals. Lacking minerals. Story of my life. Lacking minerals. So you know what? I think I'm gonna cancel these. And we'll just go to Blorg. No. Porchy Foods. Buford Power.
Construction complete.
Buford Power, we can build some cruisers. Is this the rally point? Yes. Let's go ahead and upgrade our corvettes. And then at our new capital world of Buford Power, we'll build our first cruiser. Alright. I think the second planet in this Pleione system, we're just going to go ahead and colonize it, and it's a very small world. We'll make it another food world because it's a tropical world. It has a decent amount of food yield on 4 tiles. This is a very small world. 12 tiles. Awful. Spaceport of Borchi Foods is done. Spaceport of Blorg. Alright, so let's go ahead and queue this up. Do we have enough influence? Oh yeah, we got more than enough. Species modified. Okay, we got rid of the repugnant trait, which is fantastic. So hopefully people aren't so mean to us anymore. Oh my goodness, you know what? I could plot this down right here, and then we would get a good adjacency bonus on the 2 tiles that already have food yield on it, both above and to the right, and then the one to the left and below it would also have some decent food yields. So let's go ahead. Pleione Foods. There we go. Alright. Planning. It's all about planning. How much is it to upgrade these guys? 888 minerals. Yeah, let's not do that anytime soon.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Let's just get that cruiser built. These are still naked corvettes. No wonder it's so expensive. Holy crap.
System
people,
survey complete.
species. Okay, so they're all the same. Solitary for reduced happiness. Venerable, plus 75 liter lifespan. Alright, I think we'll be okay.
System survey complete.
And Empire Capital Complex is coming along kind of nicely. How much to build the Galactic Stock Exchange? 550 minerals. Oh boy. Don't have enough to enact infrastructure projects, so we're going to move this guy over here. That should lower it by a decent amount. Galactic Stock Exchange is now exactly 500. Alrighty then. And somebody migrated off of Blorg again, of course. I'm lacking 25 influence. That's fine. We'll finish that fairly quickly. 5 months? 6 months? Dorbolan civilization encountered. Oh, where are those guys? Oh, way over there. I'm surprised we haven't run into one of the other fallen empires yet. I seem to recall that I put in 3. Psycore. 4 energy per month for maintenance. Empire modifier, -10 unrest. The Psi Core is your friend. Trust the core. Yeah.
System survey complete.
Should be able to construct the Galactic Stock Exchange in the next 2 months. It's going to take a while for it to build, but it'll take even longer for this pop to fully grow on this tile. But that's okay. Our energy generation is a lot more stable than our minerals right now. Well, stable's not the correct word.
System survey complete. Colonization in progress.
There we go. We got Pleon foods coming in. How long is that going to take? 9 months. And we have a tile for an Autochthon monument, but you know what? We could just...
System survey complete.
Yeah, we could put one down here too. Autochthon monument up there, and then the temple over here or something like that. We don't got to be too picky because we're turning all those tiles into farms. Alright. Next technology to keep an eye out for is upgraded hydroponics farms. Definitely. Well, proton torpedoes is kind of nice. Can we build another cruiser?
Research complete.
Sure can. Let's go ahead and do it. Proton torpedoes. Done. Alright, let's get... what should we get next? We don't necessarily need the grade 4 and grade 5 power plants just yet. Like I said, our energy is actually quite alright. We could use better sensors on our ships to increase their weapon tracking. But I do like the idea of getting plasma at this point as well. Let's do the sensors. Buford power, construction complete. Okay, and then we still got a good... 10 months, a little less than 10 months before that pop's fully grown. More like 8, I think. And then we will have the Galactic Stock Exchange spitting out 10 additional energy credits every month, but also increasing the empire-wide energy bonus by 10%, which is pretty awesome. I really need to start clearing some of these tiles. Let's go ahead and talk to Rig and Commerce Exchange again. Give me some minerals. How are we doing? Curator, Insight, and Patron of the Arts. We still got over a year before those run out.
System survey complete.
So we're okay there. Alright, let's see. Board Chief Foods, your tiles are all gone. Ooh, excuse me. Bash Pant Mining. I definitely should clear some of these tiles. Oh my god, why do I have the hiccups all of a sudden? Alright, we're going to build a few destroyers as well because these have some point defense. I'd like to get 3 destroyers. I also need to save up a whole bunch of minerals. Oh, here we go. Also need to save up a whole bunch of minerals to upgrade our current corvettes. I can't build the Autochthon Monument. You know what? Let's put them down here. That way, while the monument is being constructed, he's generating 1 mineral per month. Okay, here we go. This will increase habitability by 10%, which it should increase the amount of productivity we're getting off of some of our colonies. Alright, we should be able to get a planetary capital on this world now. Mandate of Juno Door. Unfortunately, securing Blorg independence can no longer be a priority for us. Alright, that's fine. The Blorg people should not be prisoners in the Blorg commonality, and neither should blah blah blah. Who was that? That was the Kundan Confederation. What kind of homeworld do they have? Desert world. So, yeah, sure, we can do that. Sure. Our pops won't really be able to migrate between each other's empires because, you know, crappy habitability with the climates that we have. Alright, you need to be over here, and this will be a temple. Beautiful. Okay, now I should probably save up for planetary capital here, maybe. What else can we do? Not really a hell of a lot. Bash Pat Mining. Yeah, I need to start saving up minerals big time. Next month, though, we can talk to the Rig and Commerce Exchange again, though, and get another 1,000 minerals right off the hop.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Or would that be a good idea? Because let's trade for minerals. Yeah, let's just trade for 500. Leave it at that. I don't want to lose so much that we cannot re-up our Patron of the Arts modifier, because that's coming up pretty soon, and I want to make sure we have at least 1,000 energy credits for that.
Evading hostile fleet.
What do we got for a hostile fleet? What is that? What are those? Interesting. So I'm guessing there's a fallen empire either somewhere in this part of that arm, or either like here or over here. I'm surprised we haven't encountered another one. I swear to God, I put fallen empires up to 3.
Construction complete.
What have we finished? Telepathy. Okay, cool. Let's get the orbital hydroponics farm. I actually kind of need this damn thing now, which is a little stupid. Alright, next building, we'll put a basic hydroponic... Oh, no, actually, I have a better idea. Excuse me. Sorry. We'll clear this tile, put a basic hydroponics farm on that. Up our food intake, and we need to find a spot for the frontier clinic.
Tile blocker cleared.
Tile blocker cleared. Beautiful. Bashpat mining completely cleared of tiles. And as you saw there, we re-upped our Patron of the Arts modifier.
System survey complete. Tile blocker cleared. Research complete.
Subspace sensors is done. Cool. What can we get next? Satramine refining for governing ethics attraction. Don't care for that. Let's get space-time theory before the cost of it goes up significantly more. Hollow Temple. Ooh, this wouldn't be too bad. Let's do subdermal stimulation. Get that done with fairly quick. Don't want to see that tech again, and hopefully we re-roll better stuff. Now, the other thing we could do is disable the Society Research Grants Edict. Awful. Ooh, excuse me. And we're losing food again. Beautiful.
System survey complete.
Good thing we have another food planet on the way. How about orbital hydroponics farms? Should build some of those. Definitely. Need an observatory around this planet. So we'll upgrade the... We will upgrade this spaceport.
Construction complete. System survey
after the solar panel network. Yeah, I know.
Research complete.
Alrighty. Standardized battleship patterns, pretty cool. Let's get Garanthium mining.
Construction complete.
Garanthium's a good strategic resource. Increases ship hull points. Alright, engineering facility there. Leon Foods, you don't even have a spaceport.
System survey complete.
Who did we level up here? Okay. Level 5 scientist. Beautiful. I like it.
System survey complete. System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Science, we're done there again. Yeah, again, still requires a planetary capital. I'll get to that. Relax. Did I not build... Oh, there's right there. Frontier Clinic. Stupid. What were you done? Oh, somebody migrated here. Cool. Alright, so we could put a Frontier Clinic down. Excuse me. There we go. Next pop that grows here will be increasing the growth of further pops by 10%. Beautiful. I like it. Alright, so our third Ascension perk. What should we get? I don't know. World Shaper? Reduce the time it takes for terraforming? Huh. I don't know. Consecrated Worlds would be a pretty good one, too. Of course, there's also Defender of the Galaxy to increase everybody's opinion of us. I don't know. Galactic Force Projection to make people far less likely to attack us if they're hostile, but the actual naval capacity itself is completely unnecessary and useless. I don't know. World Shaper seems like a good pick for the long run, but I don't know. Let's get this observatory up and running.
System survey complete.
Oh, no, no, no.
Research
I screwed
complete.
that up. There we go.
System survey.
What do we got? Subdermal stimulation. Done. Okay, let's do... Yeah, let's get Secrets of Life, because these
System
technologies
survey
for getting the final level science labs, they're going to be stupid expensive. Yep, superfluid materials. Let's get that. Well, you kind of need superfluid materials anyways, because it's a tier 4 tech, so it'll help with the generation of mega engineering. Alright, relax, Pleon Foods. You're fine. Alright. Can we get rid of this hydroponics farm on Blorg yet? I don't think so.
System survey complete.
Wow. Migrating forests.
Situation.
We need to find a solution.
System survey complete.
Well now, you see those migrating forests, I believe they have a bonus where you generate extra science in adjacent tiles, but this is a food world. So... Damn. Yeah, we're gonna burn them. This is gonna cause some bad crap to happen. We're probably gonna have like a building destroyed or some crap. And it's not going to be good, but, ooh, none aliens. I do think it will also lower happiness on the planet. Can't quite remember. It's been a while since I've seen that one. But still, I need a planetary capital on this world. Save up for that. I don't got to worry about energy credits now that we have our Patron of the Arts modifier again. I'm a lot less worried about the Curator Insight bonus for the extra science, which is very, very, very helpful. But we got to get our economy under control before we worry about that. Incoming transmission. Blorg, how delightful. Well, we found one of the fallen empires. Beautiful. Where was that? I knew it. Didn't I say there should be one down here in this area? And look, I was right.
Construction complete.
Alright, I think we could take out these mining drones at the very least. Let's go ahead and do that. Bashpad Mining has finished its construction queue. Okay, one more mining network up and running for the next pop that is grown.
Construction complete. Special project complete.
Migrating forest modifier removed. Alrighty. Cool. Let's clear that tile. And that one, actually. We need to clear some tiles on some other worlds, definitely. Forgy Foods, no. Muford Power. Yeah, we're going to want to start clearing these tiles. How about Pleon's Science? Yeah, I should do the same there. But we need the Hypercomms form first, once this thing is done.
System survey.
Hold off on that.
System survey complete.
Ancient Mineral Processing Hub. Let us see what we can learn from it.
System survey complete.
What are we doing in that system? Oh yeah, they gotta hit that system to get over there to a jaundice. Finishes in 3 months, let's do it. This one finishes in 1 month, let's do it. Let's ready up another cruiser and another destroyer. Crystalline Entity Observation. Oh.
Situation log updated.
Alrighty. Ecological damage. Damaged ecology modifier added for 120 months. Yeah, see, I knew something bad happens. It would appear the migrating forests we exterminated on Pleon Foods played a more vital role in the moon's ecology than previously thought. The wildfires we started and the absence of the forests have led to the extinction of several local species, resulting in a domino effect that has claimed several species of predators as well. Efforts are ongoing to at least partly restore the fragile ecological balance by introducing new flora and fauna from other worlds, but it is a difficult process that will take time. Yeah. I knew something bad happens. Couldn't quite remember what it was, but well, it's okay. Alright. Should really get some additional spaceports up and running.
Situation log updated.
Well, just the one. Pleon Foods could use a spaceport. That's really about it. Alright, let's get the Blorg, the science ship in Blorg over there to scan that debris. Then you can come back to... Blorg and... Actually, no. We'll keep him there because he's going to want to scan the debris for the other things as well. So let's move these guys. Maybe not yet. Get them to go back and repair first.
Special project complete.
Huh. Just got 2,000 minerals for doing nothing.
Tile
Cool.
cleared.
That's actually really helpful. What do we got here? More rivalries. Beautiful.
Hostile fleet
Step away.
engaged.
Never mind. I knew that was going to be a bad idea. Crap. Well, we'll just have to see what happens.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
The old science done. Beautiful. Let's get that Hypercomms Forum up and running. And the Frontier Hospital. Beautiful. And then we can just do another basic science lab down here for the newly grown pop. Oh, we got another tradition. And here we go. We have finished the diplomacy trees. So, for our third ascension perk, yeah, we can't worry about galactic wonders and the likes just yet. Maybe we'll hold off on this one. Yeah, let's hold off on it for the time being. Lost a destroyer. That's fantastic.
Construction
Not.
complete.
Lost a cruiser. It's looking more and more like we're going to lose everything.
System survey complete. Fleet destroyed. Situation log updated.
Well, that went well. Kind of my own fault, really? Alright, we're going to do some redesigns here. Broadside core. Okay, Muford Power. Let's go ahead and build... Well, we'll queue up two more, but we should be able to build a third cruiser in just a sec here. Is using the Transcendence Ascension perk really good, or... that's correct. You can get the best shield technology out of Transcendence, but it's very iffy, because how it works is when you complete Transcendence and your entire species becomes psionic, there becomes something else added to your contacts list called the Shroud, and you can only breach it every 5 years. Well, sorry, you can only communicate with it every 5 years. And what happens is there's a random multitude of things that queue up for you. And it's like, okay, each time you communicate with it, it's something different every time. So it's not a guarantee that even if you have transcendence for literally the rest of the game, there's no guarantee that you'll even get those shields. But you do get some pretty good technologies from breaching the shroud and whatnot. Like there's something called the what's it called? It's a type of computer, I do believe. Which thing is it? Yeah, I think it's a kind of computer, and it's called the... Oh, Christ, I can't remember what it is. Precognitive interface, that's what it is. And it's one of the better computers in the game because it drastically increases the tracking of your ships. So it's a pretty decent technology in and of itself. There's the psi shields, which are, well, they're not the best shields in the game. They're tied for the best shields in the game. I forget what the other one is. Enigmatic deflectors, I think, which you could get from the Enigmatic Fortress Leviathan. There's another one. What's it called? Psi jump drive, which is better than the jump drive technology because it has a faster jump charge time. But we have discovered several significant mineral deposits that have previously been obscured by the roving forests on Pleon Foods. Oh, okay. The deposits are easy to access. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and do another cruiser. We'll wait a month to do another destroyer. The psi jump drives have a faster jump charge time than the jump drives technology. It's only about 10%, but still that could be pretty significant when you have fleets traveling around a lot. Plus, if I recall right, they also do not have a chance of bringing on the unbidden, unlike the regular jump drives, which pierce the fabric of space and time, and that's what causes the unbidden to start invading the galaxy. I don't think the psi jump drives do that. But I could very well be wrong. After all, I'm just a dumb white kid. I only heard best shields and didn't know you can get more. Now I gotta do it. Yeah, it's always... The Psionic Ascension Path, I've said this before, it's definitely the most unique of the Ascension Paths. There's other boons and stuff that you can get from breaching the Shroud, but every time you breach the Shroud to try to get something from it, there's a chance that instead you get a curse rather than something helpful. And a curse can be anything from, like, you know, a certain leader dies, or suddenly there is unhappiness throughout your entire... Oh, hello, spiritualist Fallen Empire. Or there's suddenly unhappiness throughout your empire, or, you know, it could be a number of things. Sometimes you can even get something called a psionic avatar, and there's two versions of it. There's one where you get its own army, and it's a really powerful army on its own, but you also get the ship type psionic avatar, and it's on its own. It's just a single ship that has a pretty decent amount of fleet power. Like, it kind of rivals that of the automated dreadnought, if I recall right, in terms of fleet power. So it's pretty strong on its own, and it can supplement your fleet, your military space fleet. So you could get that kind of stuff. And then there's also forming covenants with certain psionic creatures that you encounter in the Shroud. I totally forget their names. There's like the Eater of Worlds, and there's one called the End of the Cycle, which essentially brings on another, well, what's considered the fourth Endgame Crisis event. I don't really want to spoil anything, but yeah, it's definitely the most unique. The only thing that I have a problem with is that the timer to breach the Shroud, you have to go and keep looking in the contacts log to see how much time before it'll happen again. Like, there's no warning or anything, and there's no alert or anything that you can now breach the Shroud again. And I think it's really dumb
System
that there
survey
isn't
complete.
one. And I would greatly appreciate it if something was introduced where there's a little little alert or like a little blurb that pops up saying, hey, you can breach the shroud now, or like a little notification at the bottom where you click on it and it takes you to the contacts list and your cursor is right there on breach the shroud again. But yeah, it's definitely neat. And like I said, having leaders with the psychic trait is useful as well. Especially scientists, because scientists have a plus 10% bonus to research speed, but also if you get them early enough where you haven't explored the whole galaxy yet, they also get a plus 25% bonus to survey speed, so psychic leaders are quite good as well. There's lots of good stuff that comes with doing the Psionic Ascension Path. Alright, so we've got another small military strike force ready to go. We just got to wait for them to link up. How much time before we can't get that debris anymore? We still got 1,000 days. Unfortunately, securing Blorg independence can no longer be a priority to us. You already told us that. Like, what's wrong with you?
Complete.
Is something damaged up top? Alright, where else do we need to worry about a hypercoms forum? Well, almost nowhere. That's pretty cool. The random chance of getting good or bad is thrilling enough to do it. Yeah, that's why I think it's the most unique, because you can get good stuff, you can get bad stuff. Overall, it's a very cool thing to do. Whereas the engineered evolution is just, you know, gene tailor the pops on your planets for increased output and better production values for whatever resource they're generating. And then they synthetic, and then, you know, there's no other effects. There's literally no other effects that the engineered evolution has, aside from you can literally gene tailor every little detail of all the pops in your empire. You can even gene tailor it if you're a hive-minded empire. You can gene tailor non-hive-minded pops and make them join the hive mind in your empire if you have, you know, integrated like vassals or something like that, or seeded planets of other species, because normally hive-minded pops in a non-hive mind empire and vice versa will actually die off, but you can change it so that they're gene tailored and they will be hive-minded, which is pretty cool. Let's see, we've got some pretty decent minerals in this system. Let's move this guy over here. Definitely 2 mining stations, this one for +4 and this one for +3. Next up, with the Synthetic Ascension, I think it's the most straightforward. It's just, you know, your entire native species becomes robots. I think that one is still a little bit more unique than the engineered evolution one. It's a lot more, like I said, though, it's a lot more straightforward. There's less kind of micromanagement after the fact. It's just, boom, everybody's robots, and that's it. And you see your production go up a fair tick because of it, if that makes sense, right? Like, now you're robots, now you have the benefits that come from robotic pops, except it's your whole empire. But it also has side effects, like spiritualist empires dislike you more. Spiritualist fallen empires will go to war with you because they consider you a threat to the galaxy now. There's just more interesting things that happen with the synthetic ascension over the biological ascension. And then, of course, the psionic ascension, as I said, I think is the most unique, just with all the stuff that it brings to the table and everything that it offers in the game that you do, like gameplay-wise and whatnot. So, they all have their pretty cool bonuses and whatnot. Personally, I like the synthetic ascension because I think cyborgs are quite good. and turning everybody into robots has a lot of unforeseen benefits. You can completely get rid, if it's if it's your native species that you have in your empire and they all become robots, you can essentially completely get rid of your your hydroponics farms, because you don't need them anymore. Your entire empire is robots. A Blorg pop will be taken from your empire. We lose more happiness. Whatever. Let's do it. This will make them happier. And we lost a pop from Pleon Foods. Really? Okay. But they've opened our borders.
Situation log updated.
Okay, so with billions of guns, it should be a lot easier to take down these protectors.
Situation log updated.
See you later, alligator. Head back and get repaired, please. Now we're going to get the science ship that's right here. Oops, this guy. We're going to set him to passive, and he's just going to zip in there and complete all these research projects really quick. And then you can move back. Yeah, but I want to wait for the other DLCs to get better looking robots. Most of those robots... How do I word this? Yeah. Relax. Nobody's coming after them. The look of the robots are dependent on what kind of native species you have, if I recall correctly. So, if you're a plantoid native species and you do synthetic ascension, your robots will look like the plantoid robots. But there's really no reason to wait for the additional DLC if that's literally the only thing holding you back from ever doing synthetic ascension. That's pretty silly, because it's a cool ascension path, and it's definitely worth doing. Let's take a look. See here. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it definitely does have different... or does it, though? I'm not so sure. I can't remember. I think the coolest looking ships are the humanoid looking ones. They're pretty nice. How the hell do I have so many pops here all of a sudden? What the... We need to enact an edict to increase these guys' happiness. Propaganda broadcasts, please and thank you.
Construction complete.
Any thoughts on the other DLC coming to console? I have no idea, man. I know just as much as you do. I've been asked that quite a bit, and I did try to specify that I don't have like inside information or anything like that, because I really don't. I'm not in contact with Paradox or Tantalus. So I unfortunately don't have an answer. It would be nice to know. Before the other DLC starts coming out, though, I gotta stop procrastinating and actually make some videos that I've been... well, for lack of a better phrase, they've been in the works for a while. I have it set up to where I could do these videos and whatnot, and I'm just holding off on it because I'm lazy.
Najklak civilization encounter. Interesting. All right, we're down to the last 10 minutes here before I call it a night.
Debris.
Maybe we could clear out. Wait for this debris to finish, and then we could get our military fleet to take out these two little groups of escorts. I guess. Maybe. I hope. Let's go back to Borchi Foods. Can we build a cruiser and destroyer here? Yes, we can. So let's get another destroyer and another cruiser. Leave it at that. Let's take a look at our battleship design while we're at it. Hyperdrive, intermediate ion thrusters. Let's get ship mounted. Broadside bow. Broadside core. Broadside stern. Because why not? Billions of guns, right? Kind of overdoing it with the power supply. There.
Construction complete.
Leave it at that.
System
We got Psionic
survey
Foods is done. And okay, cool. Our food output is definitely stabilizing now.
System
A lot of people want to blow up planets. There are some cool things that come with Apocalypse. There's some things that I don't really look forward to, though, like the changes to how borders work, where instead of your frontier outpost and your planets emit like a kind of a sphere of influence around them, it's strictly just build a starbase here and you control that system. It's in your borders now. I've talked about this before. I'm sure somebody who's watching is be like, oh my god, he's going on about this again. I don't really like that change very much. And, you know, I have my reasons. They're not very good ones. But, yeah, who knows. Maybe I'll come to like it, and it'll actually prove to be a lot more interesting. Let's get Harmony to increase the happiness of all of our pops by 10%.
complete.
Desperately need that right about now. Alright, what do we got? Bashpat Mining, completed construction. Now we'll move this guy down to here and queue up the next mining network. Alright. Spaceport of Borchi Foods is done, so let's move our little fleet, do another hit and run. We'll knock these guys out really quick, and then we should get them out of there. Hopefully they don't get so close that these guys join the fight. That's what I would really not like to happen. Which ethics lets you fully bombard a planet brand? Because I can only partially. It's not necessarily your ethics. You need to go to your society tab. Okay, like where you go for traditions, then go over to the policies tab and change your orbital bombardment stance. You can only have it at either light. If you can only have it at light if you are pacifist. You can have it limited if you are most everything else. You can only have it at full though if you're militarist, I believe. So you need to go change your orbital bombardment policy. Keep in mind, though, that having a higher orbital bombardment policy does make most empires dislike you more. Like Xenophile and I believe Egalitarian and definitely pacifist empires prefer you to have a lower orbital bombardment policy. So what you need to do is you change that first, and then once we're done the battle here, I'll show you what you do with your fleet. Can't believe we've lost a cruiser still. Jeez. And there goes a destroyer. And there goes another destroyer.
Construction complete. Situation log updated.
There we go. All right. Get out of there. Go get repaired again. Admiral has gained a level. That's good. All right, upgrade that mining network. Okay, but once you change your policy, what you need to do is you select your fleet, go to the Manage tab, and it's the one right next to Fleet Stance. You see how I can change my fleet stance: passive, aggressive, evasive, and then we're back to changed it back to aggressive. The one just to the right of that is your ground support, and you can set each individual's fleet to different ground support stances. So right now, by default, they're mostly on light. So you hit A, it changes to limited. Hit A again, it changes to full, and so on and so forth. You just keep cycling through that. So you need to go to your orbital bombardment policy, change that to what you want, and then you need to change the
System survey.
just like changing the fleet stance. You need to do the same thing for your fleets. That's a little silly the way you're going. Go up around this way.
System survey complete.
Well, we've got a much better handle on our minerals coming in now, which is pretty dope. I'm happy about that. Anytime, Chrono, I'm here to help.
System survey complete.
Part of the fun of what I do with these videos and these streams and whatnot is I like helping people learn stuff, answer their questions, so that other people can pick up on things and essentially get better at the game. Most people tend to have more fun playing a game when they understand what's going on and they are learning things and improving and getting better at it. So I am more than pleased to help out with that. I'm the same way. When I start a new game, I often don't like it that much because I suck at it from the get-go, and this is the story of most every game that I first start playing. Even if it's like, a lot of the time though, I can get past that and just be like, wow, this game is really fun. I like a lot of the core mechanics behind it. That they're really fun. They make it enjoyable. I don't really understand everything that's going on, but I'm willing to learn. And then I spend the time on my own, in my free time, to go online and study stuff, and go onto certain forums, learn stuff, pick up on things that other people have already figured out, so that I don't have to do everything completely on my own. Alright, so we got mining lasers from completing all that debris. That's pretty cool. I've noticed that by doing this stuff, what a lot of people don't do is look this stuff up on their own as well. Excuse me. Their extent of a lot of people's extent of looking up stuff up on their own is going onto YouTube and seeing if there's a video of it. And even if there isn't, is if they're watching somebody's stuff like my stuff, it's like if I don't pass on certain information that people can learn about, then there's like zero chance that they'll learn it on their own. I'm not sure I'm explaining this very well, and I actually find that kind of interesting because how do I word this? I personally don't think that everything you learn should be 100% from somebody else's experiences and opinions and whatnot. I think part of the learning process, especially with playing a new game, should partly come from trying things out yourself, figuring out things that not just work for you, but also stuff that you like, if that makes sense. Let's get the living state. Anyways. Oh, excuse me. With that being said, we've hit the 2-hour mark, so I'm going to call it a night. My head is just playing havoc on me right now. I really hope I don't get sick this weekend. Excuse me. Big stream of big sneezes right there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save this Blorg stream game. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah, I think a large part of the fun, especially with games like this, which are, or I should say, which do have an element of exploration and discovery behind them, I think a great deal of the fun when it's a new game is, you know, finding things out on your own. Like, you know, oh, what is that? That's an ether drake. Oh, what do I got to do to beat it? Oh man, what does it do when I beat it? And, you know, discovering that kind of stuff on your own and figuring out a way to do it yourself. There's a pretty big sense of joy and accomplishment when it's like, oh yeah, I did that myself without like going online and looking for help or anything like that. I think in this day and age, and it's not just specific people, I just think it's kind of this day and age, everything is about, you know, winning and doing well, and we have such a success-oriented society that everybody wants to do good at everything all the time, and to largely supplement that, it's like, well, every new thing that comes up in a game, I gotta look it up online on how to deal with it, and it's like, I personally think that ruins a lot of the potential fun, or it does ruin a lot of the fun. I know it does for me, but you know, everybody's different, so I can't just say this is the be all end all, and I think people shouldn't do this and blah blah blah. There's no fucking way that I'll say that kind of a thing. To each their own. The big thing is I want to start doing some videos. I haven't really said anything about this before, but I have a big thing here, this YouTube-worthy empire. Anybody who's caught it might have noticed that it's been there for a little while. I have a ass load of save files. Look how long it's taking to load. I have an ass load of save files in different game states to help me cover different subjects that I'd like to cover for you know, various videos that help. The big thing would be, you know, helping new players learn the game and whatnot, and become familiar with it, but also teaching people, you know, who have been playing for maybe a few months and they just still haven't figured out something in the game. That could be a very frustrating aspect. I know that for a fact. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. So let's see, must be tough. I feel for you. It's not tough. It is what it is. Like I said, everybody's different. I'll admit I do get frustrated when I'm playing a more competitive kind of a game like Smite or some crap. And I think the number one thing that frustrates me, especially in online games, is frickin' lag. Because I've been dealing with that all my bloody life. It doesn't matter how good internet I get because of where I am here in Canada. There will always be a severe latency issue with every online game that I play, and that's the most frustrating aspect of anything. Beyond that, I do get frustrated with myself when I am sucking donkey dick in a competitive game, but a lot of people rather look for help. I mean, it's still fun experiencing it yourself, even if you see it already. Yeah, and that's 100% true. That's why I'm saying, you know, some people are like this, some people are like that, and you know, I'm not gonna tell people, you know, I think you should do this and you shouldn't do that and blah blah blah, because that's just bullshit. That just that makes me, you know, sound like a Hollywood celebrity who's talking about shit that they don't understand, right? Like Leonardo DiCaprio when he saw Chinook here in Southern Alberta for filming The Revenant, and he started freaking out about, oh my god, look at how climate change is destroying our environment. People have never seen this before. And it's like, dude, it happens like every month. Go home. But anyways, yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. Appreciate you guys coming by the stream. Snap, Crackle, Glock. I know you weren't very talkative tonight, but you were definitely there. Chrono, I'm always happy to help, dude. If you've got any questions, ask away. Don't forget to check out the Discord channel, Chrono. If you go to my videos on my YouTube, you'll see the links in the description there. There's one for the Discord channel. You can ask questions there as well. But yeah, thanks for those who came by to watch this live. Those of you on YouTube, like I said, check out the links in the description below. One of them being the Discord channel that I just named. Also, there's my Twitch channel, which I streamed this off of. It would be great if people came by to watch me playing these live, get a little more interaction going on in the chat. And of course, my Twitter feed, which is a great way to keep in touch with me and pay attention to upcoming announcements, namely when I have to cancel or postpone a stream. And I think that'll sum it up. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel for more Stellaris Console Edition content, and I hope to see you guys again real soon. Have a great night and enjoy the rest of the weekend. This is Mobius Y signing off.